Right. I just realized I haven't been talking too much on the camera and haven't been really explaining what's going on in my life with my businesses. I was, of course, touching the details here and there in you know, the intros of the videos. But if I'm being honest, I was quiet for the past few videos. For that reason, just wanted to record this part. There are a few things that every entrepreneur must be aware of. The mental side effects of building businesses. And, things don't really go the way that you expect them to go. Maybe like 95% of the time. And you try to kind of like figure things out on the way. When you look at the successful entrepreneurs, you feel like, oh, it happened like overnight, don't really see what they went through, what was going on with their life and stuff like that. And that's the main problem. I mean, even I can't really fathom how much people sacrifice, people other than me, of course, because I know what I'm sacrificing for success, but people don't realize what others are sacrificing for this. And that's why they're feeling kind of like, they're feeling low, they're feeling like the success was so easy, and the other person, Jesus Christ, the other person, like the people that they're seeing on Instagram, got like successful pretty quickly, but that's not the case. Going back to the topic of this part, I've been struggling mentally a lot for the past few months, even though I was trying hard to not touch on that, and I realized, at least at this point of my life, I'm not happy. You know, Everybody has their own expectations of what success should look like and what success means to them. For me, it's about hitting your kind of like, I mean, of course, it's not exactly that, but hitting your New Year's resolutions. And this year, I fell short, if I'm being honest. And that made me quite worried about what I'm doing in life. There are periods that I'm like hustling really hard and working really hard, deep work and stuff like that, and things are moving. And that there are parts in which I feel like super lonely. I'm feeling like I can't really catch what I'm doing this whole thing for, right? Sometimes, like not all the time, but sometimes. And for that reason, it's really important to kind of like come into a realization of the things in your life that you're grateful for. For instance, in my life, what I realize is that now, like, I just came to Turkey and I'm currently in my hometown driving. When I went back to Turkey for the Christmas break, although I don't have school anymore, but I still call it Christmas break for some reason, I realized that like I used to have some things that made me happy at the time. Being with my brother, with my family, having like an environment in which you feel like understood and stuff like that. This is something I'm finding quite hard to do, or quite hard to achieve in Amsterdam, because I don't know, and especially like for the past 4 or 5 months, I've been living alone, like literally. Although I haven't lived alone for 2 months straight for the past 9 months, I guess. I was either with my parents, with my family, or with my dorm roommates, which was incredible at the time. But now, like growing up, trying to build huge businesses and, taking responsibility and also being alone at the same time, it just like crushes your mentality. It's really hard to keep up with what you're doing, the good habits and stuff like that. And yeah, in short, my advice to you in 2025 for you to be successful and, just check your New Year resolutions out on your list, is just, spending quality time. Just that's super important as well. Spending some quality time with the ones that you love and ones that make you feel understood, right? And because this is like a basic human need, okay? If you're not feeling understood, or if you're not spending quality time with the loved ones, you're not meeting the basic requirements of being a human being. For that reason, just get the basic things right. You know, the simple stuff like having people around you that understand you. You know, spending quality time with the loved ones and stuff like that. Get the basics right, and then you can dig into, you know, building huge things or like coming up with some financial goals and stuff like that. Because if you don't get the basics straight, yeah, I'm telling you, like, I'm quite sure that you'll struggle at some point, like I did, and maybe I'm still doing. I don't know, maybe still struggling. But anyways, I don't know if you've been feeling the same like I do, but I hope like this was kind of like you know, this at least helped some people out. You know, the people who are watching my videos, although not too many, but I still I still think that it's a thing. But yeah, let's keep it short and go home.